Monday, December 13th, 2021. I'm really stuck between a rock and a hard place. I'm not sure quite what to do with this money because on the coin side, on the one hand, I know I'm not doing a secret vote of some sort. I'm not trying to count and put it up. I'm trying to be very careful with making the announcement of the find, but also to protect myself. I'm in New York. I don't know what the rest of the community looks like in North America, but in my section they opened a building called the United Nations. So essentially I have this landing spot of criminal children from everywhere. They're not homogeneous. They are genetically different in every way from all over the globe, which puts me in a more dangerous position for potential threats of all kinds. So I don't know how to, being that I'm by myself, being that I don't have an education per se I just have a uncanny ability of looking and going, oh, now I see more patterns. Now I see more patterns. Now I really don't know what to do. So, and then I'm thinking in really scary spots, like holding on to something could be considered contraband or holding a counterfeit. But then if I'm in an international spot, if I don't give the local investigators the illegal currency, how do they know how to investigate the illegal circulation that just arose? And then I noticed the outbreak in just the in français it's ter, and then I've got Cattar, but it's quarter. Quarter is how the mouth pronounces it, my whole life in New York. So, then I had accumulated a pocket full of change, which then I took out and I started to analyze all of the coins, wanting to see if perhaps, hoping that there was no other outbreak. But there's an outbreak from the quarter. I found a sample of a altered nickel and an altered penny. The dime, thank God for the Roosevelts, I do not have any alterations on that one that I can see offhand, but again, I would need an aficionado or a family specialist. All I can see, just looking at a random assortment and pile of random selection of what I've been handed, as I'm discovering that this is even a possibility and that they're up to something, and not knowing who exactly it is. Again, even in just this walking distance, there's so much genetic variability. And some don't speak on the streets, so you don't know if they're internationally born and they're just here. You don't know why they're here. You don't know what company they work for. You don't know who they align with. I mean, it puts me in a very vulnerable position, and it's really, really dangerous. And it's, I mean, I'm A-list in A zone. I mean, that's where I'm supposed to be, but I'm still A-list in a O zone. But I'm treated as though I'm just a, I mean, it really feels like I feel like a stripped monarch at this point. Like somebody came in and took all of like an Ursula in the Quel dommage, what is this? I mean, on a sac les bleus. That's it, les poissons is what they say on this one album with Alan Menken as the orchestra leader in a beautiful background music for a movie, a Disney movie. I don't know if he's the composer. I don't know if he's the documenteur. I don't know what word they use in order to address him as the important one in that level of what was known, what is known, but maybe perhaps not knowing how it situates into reality. Same thing with cross-referencing. I do know there's a bird. There's one bird. There's not, like, there's one Zeus. There's one bird. There's no fight over the skies. There's one star people. That's it. They're not from around here. They don't belong here. I mean, this was as Hera, Hera in Greek mythology, in that one statue I mentioned the other day, which I don't have a name for it because I'm not studious. I wouldn't know where to look, nor do I have the mental fortitude or the memory to carry forward. Because of the climate and environment I'm in, with the nuclear tube, the sunlight turning so dangerous. I mean, my whole half of my face right now is whitewashed. Along with my eyes changing color. They don't, on this particular unit or this particular video, they don't look, at the moment, they don't look raven blue or Bayside blue. They look almost green, red, hazel. I have a picture of some event I mentioned once before. I'm just trying to decide if I should, because it has squares, which the humans call flags, with different symbols and colors and whatever pronounced, but I don't know what they mean or what they are. There was apparently some International Flag Day, but there was no carry forward with teaching what the flags were, who they belong to, what it means, and how to keep oneself safe. That was part of, I guess, the some kind of insurgency plan that I wasn't a part of, that got me into an area and situation and then brushed me off to the side like they fulfilled some whatever. That's what it feels like. But there was some writing on it that does not seem the same. And then I'm thinking, I watched last night the I couldn't really watch it because Linda and Lou won't let me watch TV now. But they mentioned something on 60 Minutes. They had something about the James Webb telescope or horoscope, or a telescope, and they're putting that up into the whatever billions of dollars wasted. And then there's the something was on Afghanistan and the Taliban, which I really don't understand any of that either. And then, but then it's like over here, they have a flag. I don't understand how, and they say that it's and they were referring to that as east and this to west. Now on that HERA goddess, Nick's generational, like before I got microwaved, and my face today is like every day in this unit. It's swollen. I've got, it looks like microabrasion cuts on my lip. My nose is swollen. It's not usually my nose goes in, and it's tiny and cute, and it looks very Disney like, princess like. That's how my nose is originally. Now it looks like something happened and it's all swollen, almost like after a nose job, where it swells for a little while until it goes down. Well, in this atmosphere, it's hard to breathe, and the plasmatic whatever, it increases and decreases whatever, and so my features tend to plump up or sag in. It's really disgusting, along with a whole bunch of other body alterations that I didn't do. But these coins, I can't say about Nassau or Suffolk County. I'm not sure. I mean, we're one attached island. But what I can say for sure is that I did not notice it per se until I got into the Queens area for this amount of discrepancy in active circulation. And Thomas Jefferson should know that there is a really scary alteration on the nickel, on the front face of the nickel, almost like a profile wasn't enough. Now they wanted full frontal. Star 1978, Star 8378, Nicole, Cattaruzza. It is Earth, Solar System, Milky Way, Universe, Galaxy is broken, and it's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361.